There's a psychological trigger that makes you act quickly online, and it's not what you think. Have you ever noticed how uncomfortable it feels when you don't know what's going on? This applies to life in general, and even more so when it comes to cyber threats. You get that message: suspicious activity detected, your account will be locked, and instantly your body reacts. There's that tension, that uncertainty, that feeling of losing control, and a need to resolve it right now. But here's what's really happening: you're not reacting to the urgency in the message, you're reacting to the uncertainty. Because as humans, we don't like not knowing. We like to feel in control. We wired that way. Thousands of years ago, when our ancestors saw movement in the grass, they didn't assume it was the wind, they assumed the worst. Because back then, uncertainty could be a threat to their life. We weren't at the top of the food chain, we were part of it. And if you got it wrong, you didn't lose money, you became the lunch. So the brain adapted. It learned to fill the gaps quickly to regain control. And most of the time, it fills them with worst case scenarios. This is what we call the negativity bias. And it's still happening today. But here's the difference. Today, most of the threats we face aren't physically in front of us. They perceive that message, that notification, that email, but your brain doesn't know the difference. It reacts as if the threat is real. So you see a message about your account and your mind creates a story. Something's wrong. My money's at risk. I need to fix this now. That story fuels fear. That fear creates urgency, and that urgency pushes you to act. That's why scams work. Not because the message is convincing, but because it creates uncertainty and your brain rushes to remove it. So you click to get rid of that feeling. That's emotional rigidity, the need to remove uncertainty immediately. But emotional agility is different. It allows you to notice that uncertainty without rushing to escape it. First, notice what is happening. What is this making me feel? Then, name it. The emotion flowing through me is fear of losing control. Then, pause. Remind yourself, I don't have all the information right now, and that's okay, because the message might be urgent, but your response doesn't have to be. And then, be curious. Instead of reacting to the story your mind creates, ask yourself, what do I actually know for certain? And what is the safest way to verify this? Because the scam only works if you try to remove the uncertainty too quickly. But the moment you slow it down and allow yourself to sit with this not knowing, even briefly, you break the pattern of reaction and move into a choice of response. And that is how cyber awareness is applied.